These fictional creatures are certainly very popular in culture today, popping up in almost every single form of art. Movies, television, books, video games, drawings, and so on. But why? Why do we love zombies so much? They are deformed, lifeless bodies that eat people. Imagine seeing your family or friends turn into these freakish monsters. Monsters that we have come to find entertaining for some odd reason. It's completely fair to say the viewers find the situation to be interesting in a curious way. What would we do if this actually happened? Would we take the same course of action as the characters do? The glory in these questions is that there's no fundamental answer. It's subjectivity in its finest form yet. These narratives make us think as if we were there and experiencing this horrible phenomenon. This subject gets very interesting when in context to the culture industry. When this theory is brought to light, now zombies can become much more metaphorical depending on who you are and how you look at it. Perhaps if you are a particular person in context to the culture industry theory, you may view zombies as the metaphorical equal to people controlled by consumerism. It's just another aspect of the overwhelming desire to be a part of what the masses say is entertaining and enjoyable. Maybe the flesh that the zombies crave are the forms of media that we crave so much. The hordes in these pieces of media could be a take on us viewers that flock to the theaters in a craze when the next big blockbuster comes out, or flock to the stores when the next iPhone comes out. Or perhaps if you are a different person on a different day, maybe you'll see it as a dialogue on what would have happened if we didn't have these cultural structures. Did Adorno and Horkheimer think of this? They preach on how these structures brainwash us, but what happens when these structures as we know it collapse? More importantly, this serves as an example of what would happen if no structure came to take its place. It is an example of what we become when literally all is lost but ourselves. But even then, losing yourself is at risk, and perhaps in that sense, you can view it as nothing more than evidence that we crave these structures to feel at peace. We need ourselves, and what maintains our sanities. The struggle for humanity is an extremely powerful theme in these stories. The characters are not only facing a supernatural antagonist, which just so happens to be another dead human, but they also face themselves.
This guy.
Other groups of people whose motives are to survive, and only that. There is no longer any time to grieve, to mourn, or to get emotional over things that now seem insignificant compared to the world you now live in. No time to experience something like love. So we can try to maintain our humanity all we want, but at some point all of us will make the same human mistake that causes us to lose all sense of right and wrong.